During the Third Crusade, the Battle of Arsuf unfolded on the 7th of September, 1191, marking a crucial victory for the Crusaders. Led by England's King Richard I, also known as Richard the Lionheart, this coalition of Western forces triumphed over the much larger Ayyubid army commanded by the legendary Sultan Saladin. The battle occurred as the Crusaders marched from Acre to Jaffa after capturing the important coastal city of Acre. It was a defining moment, showcasing both Richard's tactical brilliance and Saladin's resilience. Following the successful siege of Acre, Richard recognized the strategic importance of capturing Jaffa to secure a base for any potential assault on Jerusalem. In August 1191, he began a carefully planned march along the coast, ensuring his right flank was protected by the sea. This strategic positioning was crucial after learning from the disastrous defeat of Crusader forces at Hattin, where dehydration and exposure had weakened the army. Richard prioritized access to water, strict discipline, and maintaining his army's endurance in the harsh conditions. His fleet accompanied the land forces, supplying provisions and serving as a retreat point for the injured. The Crusader forces marched in a compact formation to protect against Saladin's mobile raiders. 12 cavalry regiments, each consisting of 100 knights, formed the core of the army, while crossbowmen and infantry guarded the flanks against missile attacks. Saladin, determined to prevent the Crusaders from reaching Jaffa, shadowed their advance. His forces, estimated at 25,000 troops, mainly cavalry, including skilled horse archers, continuously harassed Richard's army. Using hit-and-run tactics, Saladin aimed to weaken the Crusader ranks. As the Crusaders approached the Wood of Arsuf, a rare forested area in the region, Saladin saw an opportunity to launch a surprise attack, concealing his army within the dense terrain. On the morning of the 7th of September, Saladin's scouts surrounded the Crusader column. Richard, aware of the impending battle, positioned his troops strategically. The disciplined military orders including the Knights Templar and Knights Hospitaller, took up critical positions at the front and rear of the column. Saladin's forces initiated the battle with a relentless barrage of arrows and javelins, targeting the Crusader rearguard led by the Hospitallers. Mounted archers carried out swift hit-and-run attacks, aiming to break the Crusader formation. Despite the pressure, Richard maintained a steady advance, prioritizing cohesion over retaliation. The intensity of the attacks increased as Saladin focused on the Hospitaller rear, forcing their crossbowmen to retreat under fire. The situation became dire as heat, exhaustion, and the loss of horses to Saracen assaults further strained the Crusaders. At a critical juncture, Garnier de Nablus, commander of the Hospitallers, sought Richard's permission to counterattack. Initially denied as Richard awaited the perfect moment, the Hospitallers, led by Baldwin le Caron, launched a charge regardless, shouting, "St. George!" Their bold action inspired the French knights and other units to join the fray. Recognizing the need to support the spontaneous assault, Richard ordered a general charge across his forces. The sudden shift from defense to offense caught Saladin's troops off guard. The Crusader cavalry, supported by infantry, drove deep into the Ayyubid lines, causing chaos among the attackers. The Hospitallers' unexpected countercharge proved pivotal. Saladin's right wing, heavily engaged with the Crusader rear, could not withstand the full force of the charge. Disorganized and vulnerable, Saladin's cavalry suffered heavy losses, with some dismounted troops unable to retreat in time. The Ayyubid forces began to collapse as Richard's knights pressed forward with unrelenting determination, avenging the hardships endured during the march. Muslim chronicler Baha al-Din described the battle's climax as a complete rout, with Saladin's center and left flanks disintegrating. Saladin himself barely escaped, his personal guard reduced to a handful of men. By nightfall, the Crusaders had secured victory, driving Saladin's forces into the surrounding forests and hills. The Crusader losses were minimal, around 700, compared to the Ayyubid casualties, which included 32 emirs and 7,000 soldiers. The victory at Arsuf significantly boosted Crusader morale and weakened Saladin's military momentum, though it did not lead to the immediate recapture of Jerusalem. Instead, it demonstrated Richard's leadership and strategic prowess, solidifying his reputation as one of history's greatest military commanders. The aftermath saw the Crusaders fortifying key positions and eventually negotiating the Treaty of Jaffa, which allowed Christian pilgrims access to Jerusalem. The Battle of Arsuf remains a testament to the complexities of medieval warfare and the resilience of both Crusader and Muslim forces in their relentless pursuit of their goals.